Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's step-by-step tutorial, I'm going to show you exactly how to install and configure openclaw, previously known as Moltbot, on a VPS. This method ensures that none of your personal files, private data, or API keys are stored locally on your own computer. Instead, everything runs securely on a remote virtual server that stays online 24/7. Even if you're a complete beginner with zero experience using a VPS or terminal commands, don't worry, I'll walk you through every single step. Let's get started. The first thing we need is a VPS provider. There are many hosting companies available, but for this tutorial, I'll be using Hostinger. The reason is simple. It's affordable, beginner-friendly, and the interface makes it very easy to deploy a server without advanced technical knowledge. Once you're on the VPS hosting page, you'll need to select a plan. This is the only part of the entire process that requires payment. Everything else we'll configure for free. When choosing a plan, it's important to make sure your VPS has enough RAM and storage. openclaw stores memory data, preferences, and conversation history. And if you plan to use AI integrations or additional skills, you'll want enough resources to run smoothly. For this tutorial, I'll choose the KVM2 plan. It provides enough RAM for most users and is very affordable, typically around $6 to $7 per month, depending on discounts. Click Choose Plan. Next, you'll select your subscription period. Hostinger usually defaults to a 2-4-month plan because it provides the biggest overall discount. If you already know you'll be using openclaw long-term, that can be a cost-effective choice. However, if you're just testing things out, selecting a one-month plan makes more sense. For demonstration purposes, I'll choose the 1-month option. After selecting your subscription length, you'll configure your server location. This part is important. Always choose the data center location closest to you. Lower latency means faster communication between you and your VPS, which results in quicker bot responses. For example, if you're located in Europe, Germany is often a good choice. If you're in the United States, choose a US-based location. The dashboard may automatically select the lowest latency option. If it does, you can simply leave it as is. Now it's time to choose the operating system. Select Plain OS, and from the list of available systems, choose Ubuntu. Ubuntu is a Linux distribution that is widely supported, extremely stable, and has the most tutorials available online. This makes it the best choice for beginners. Choose the latest available Ubuntu version and confirm your selection. After confirming your server configuration, click Continue to proceed to checkout. Log in or create your account, enter your billing details, and complete your payment. Once payment is successful, you'll be prompted to create a root password for your VPS. After that, your VPS will begin provisioning. This can take several minutes. Once it's ready, you'll be redirected to your VPS dashboard. From the dashboard, click on your VPS and open the Overview section. Then locate and click on Terminal. This opens a web-based command line interface directly connected to your virtual server. If you've never seen a terminal before, it might look intimidating, just a black screen with text. But don't worry, we're only going to run a few commands, and I'll tell you exactly what to copy and paste. Now open the official openclaw website in your browser and scroll down to the Quick Start section. You'll see installation instructions for different operating systems. Since we're using Ubuntu, which is Linux, make sure you select the macOS Linux option instead of Windows. Copy the Linux installation command provided there. Return to your VPS terminal and paste the command. If normal paste shortcuts don't work, use Ctrl+Shift+V. You can also right-click and paste. Once the command is pasted into the terminal, press Enter. The installation process will now begin. openclaw will download required dependencies, such as Git and Node.js, if they aren't already installed. This may take a few minutes, so just wait patiently while it completes. Once installation is finished, the setup wizard will automatically launch. First, you'll see a confirmation screen explaining that openclaw is a powerful automation tool and may carry inherent risks depending on how it's used. Use your arrow keys to navigate to yes and press Enter to continue. Next, select the onboarding mode. Choose Quick Start to keep the configuration simple and beginner-friendly. Now we reach one of the most important parts, selecting the AI provider. This AI model acts as the brain of your openclaw bot. You'll see options like OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google Gemini. If you already pay for OpenAI or Anthropic and have API access, you can select those. However, if you want to start for free, Google Gemini is a great option because Google provides free API credits through Google AI Studio. For this tutorial, I'll choose Google Gemini. After selecting Google, the installer will prompt you to enter your Gemini API key. Open a new browser tab and go to Google AI Studio. Log in with your Google account. Navigate to the API keys section and click Create API Key. Once generated, copy the key. Return to your VPS terminal and paste the API key when prompted. Press Enter to confirm. Never share your API key publicly, and always delete any demo keys you expose during testing. Next, choose the model version. Free Gemini API keys typically support Flash models rather than Pro models. I recommend selecting Gemini Flash Latest because it uses credits more efficiently while still providing strong performance. Remember, the AI model you choose functions like a processor. Your bot's long-term memory is stored on your VPS, not inside the AI provider. This means you can switch models later without losing stored conversations or preferences. Now we need to configure the communication gateway. This determines how you will interact with your Openclaw bot. You'll see several options, but Telegram is by far the easiest to set up because it has built-in bot support. Select Telegram. The installer will now instruct you to create a Telegram bot token. Open Telegram on your phone or computer and use the search bar to find BotFather. Make sure you open the official verified account. Start a conversation with BotFather and type the command newbot. You'll be asked to provide a display name for your bot. This can be anything you like. After that, you must choose a username that ends with bot. If your chosen name is already taken, try adding numbers or underscores. Once accepted, BotFather will generate a bot token. Copy this token. Go back to your VPS terminal and paste the Telegram bot token when prompted. Press Enter. After completing Telegram setup, you'll be prompted to configure features, also called skills. Select Yes. You'll now see a skill selection menu. Use your arrow keys to navigate through the list. Press the space bar to select the features you want. For example, you can enable OpenAI Whisper for voice transcription. Take your time reading the descriptions to decide what fits your needs. After selecting your desired skills, press Enter to install them. The installer may ask to install Homebrew and NPM for managing additional packages. Confirm both options. Some skills may require additional API keys. If prompted, you can either enter those keys now or skip and configure them later manually through Telegram. You may also be asked whether you want to enable hooks or advanced integrations. For now, I'll skip those, but feel free to explore them if you're comfortable. Finally, Openclaw will install the gateway service and complete onboarding. Finally, select the way you would like to hatch your bot. I am selecting the terminal UI option as it is the most simplest, but feel free to choose a different one. Once you see the confirmation message, your setup is finished. At this point, Openclaw is fully operational on your VPS. Because it's hosted remotely, it will continue running even if you shut down your personal computer. As long as your VPS subscription remains active, your bot stays online 24/7. Open Telegram, find your bot, press Start, and send a message. You should receive a response immediately. If the bot sends a access not configured message, then you just need to copy the command at the end of the message and paste it into the terminal to grant access. From here, you can customize your bot's personality, adjust its system prompts, add new skills, connect additional APIs, or even upgrade to a paid AI model for higher limits and faster responses. If you're using a free API tier, keep in mind that you might experience rate limits or occasional timeouts. Upgrading your API plan or adding billing details can increase your quota if needed. And that's it. If you found this tutorial helpful, consider leaving a like and subscribing for more in-depth, beginner-friendly guides. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.